Hello friends, we're here to stamp today. It's Wednesday at 1 Central, so we're going to make some pretty things. We're going to learn the stack, cut, shuffle technique. I have to say that really slowly because I want to say stamp, but it's stack, cut, shuffle. And we're going to make a gorgeous card using a couple of our newest products called Product of the Month. So if you have been shopping with Stampin' Up!, you may have heard of a new program that we have called Product of the Month. And it's fantastic because you are able to get some really gorgeous items for a deep discount. So we're going to talk about those today. My name is Kay Cogbill, and my business is called Paper Made Prettier. I'm just adjusting the lights here. I would love for you to shop with me, and I'm going to show you how to get this gorgeous paper and this gorgeous sentiment set for only $5 each. All right. So we are going to use and we're going to learn the stack, cut. It's the stack, cut, and shuffle technique. Okay. And if you're not super technical, this is kind of a great technique for you. You just have to kind of be a little bit careful. So what you're going to have when you do this technique is you're going to end up with 4 cards using any designer paper. Okay, so these are cards that I've made for my team gathering this weekend. So our team likes to trade cards, and I made my cards using some of the newest products that we have. I'm looking for the one that I stamped inside. Okay, so this is what we're going to end up with. The sentiment that I've used today is called Fabulous Sayings, and that is from the Product of the Month. And then the paper is called True Blue Florals, and it is also one of our Products of the Month. So I paid $5 each for these cute sets when I had another order for $75 each time. Okay, let me just show you how to make these cards, and we'll talk more about that. So you're going to need a paper trimmer, and you're going to need 4 sheets of designer paper. You can do this with any type of designer paper, but we're going to use this because it's gorgeous. Now, I do start with all my patterns going up and down if there's an up and down. So don't have this one going this way, and then actually I'm glad I looked because this one needs to go that way. Okay, so stack them in a stack. This is the stack. And then guess what? You don't really have to measure. You just take it, and you're going to imagine like this. Okay, so you're going to cut through all 4 pieces at once. And then what I do, just to remember what I've done, is I take the whole situation and I turn it this way. Okay, so then I'll remember what to do next. All right, and then I'm going to take this stack and I'm going to cut it a little bit like this way. So just eyeballing to get a smaller little rectangle down here. So I'm going to set, now keep your stacks in line, so put them away. And then this little stack, we're going to cut a little bit closer to the top here. Again, keeping it in line. So then you've got 4 stacks of designer paper, and you're going to put them out in a row here. Hold on. I have to get my card back out to get back in line. Okay, so this is like, pretend like they're all put back together, and this is how we cut them. All right, so you've got 1, 2, 3, 4 stacks of designer paper. Now, what we're going to do is we are going to start with this stack, okay, upper left. And we're going to take 1 piece and move it to the back. Shuffle. Okay, this stack, we're going to move 2 pieces to the back. Hello, Barb. 1, 2. And this stack, we're going to move 3 pieces to the back. 1, 2, 3. And this stack we're going to leave alone. All right. So I did this with my stamp club once and we all got pretty discombobulated, but it's really more simple than you would think. All right. Now, so this top layer is your first card. So True Blue Florals has Night of Navy and Balmy Blue. So that's the colors that we're using today. And we're going to start with a Night of Navy card base. All right. So all we're going to do then is we're going to pick up the top layer of each one of these stacks and put it on our card base. All right. And we're just going to make it so easy. And if you don't like one of the patterns, you can flip it over. It's the same size, but I'm leaving mine just as they were. So see, I'm just going around the horn again and picking up the top layer of each stack. I love this technique because as long as you stay just a teeny bit focused, like you don't really have to measure, you don't have to be super careful, and you can use it with any designer paper that we have, okay? So this is your first card, all right? And then you can see this would be the second card, you know, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then the next card, and then the next card. So I'm gonna push these aside carefully, and then we're gonna finish this card. So it was inspired by the card that I made for Stamp Club, for the team meeting. And I used a new stamp set in the catalog. However, this stamp set is already not orderable. So I reached for another set that I've been using quite a bit in my stamping. Oh, I did use this set. Never mind. This is called, ignore me. We're going to use a stamp set called Fragrant Layers. All right, so we're going to add some flowers onto our die. But I'm getting ahead of myself, so let me show you what's next. We're going to cut out 4 dies with the Beautifully Celebrated dies. Now, this is a die set that I am telling you, number 1, will sell out. Number 2 is indispensable. It's brand new. And look, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 nesting dies. I don't even know yet what this is, but it looks fabulous. We've got some fronds as well, but you are going to want these Beautifully Celebrated dies. I did check before I got on here, and they are still available, but I'm just going to go on record and tell you that they are going to sell out at some point. So I've cut 4 of these, okay, and I've already stamped some, but I'm going to wait and reveal that to you in a minute. Okay. So we're going to start with our sentiment. Now, as I said, we're using Fabulous Sayings. This is a product of the month set, and you can get this set for only $5 when you spend $75. So we've got birthday, thank you, concern, love, hello, and you can do anything. What more would you really need? Plus, we've got this tiny little sentiments that you can pop either inside or around what you're stamping. So I'll show you some different options that I've come up with. But we're going to stamp our Sending Love because it is January, which means that I'm crafting for Valentine's Day. So this is going to be a non-traditional Valentine, as in it's not red and pink. All right. I noticed that I did that on the back side. So Sending Love, isn't that fantastic? Even if that's all you did, I would be so happy. But we're going to add a little something. And there's a set of sentiments. So we have the scripty font, but then we have this flat font. And we're going to add To a Fabulous Friend, because my friends are some of my best Valentines, right? If you have a true friend, a true blue friend, then you need to send them a Valentine, okay? So, but now I'm thinking, oh, we have a lot of extra space here, but no worries, because we're going to fill that with our favorite thing, and that's flowers. So in comes the Fragrant Layers set. Now, this set is in the online exclusives, all right? And that is online, obviously, but I'll show it to you here. I have a little printout of what all's online, and it's a bundle. It comes with this gorgeous stamp set and these fantastic dies. Now, I'm going to show you something I'm working on for my team meeting as well. And this is called a catalog case swap. We are copying the catalog, and Lord have mercy, help me, because I decided this would be a good idea to replicate this card 11 times. What we've done is use this die to cut out this kind of like mosaic, and then I've die cut each color has its own run on the die cut, and then I just replace the little colors into each little hole there. So really cool feature of this stamp set. But we're not getting that complicated today. I just wanted to show you another option with the Fragrant Layers bundle. And I have a few swaps with it as well. So make sure and stay to the end so you can see the pretty swaps. All right. Now, we're going to come in with our Fragrant Layers stamp set. And we're going to use the open lined set stamp first. I did the closed area. See these layer together. I did this one first, and that doesn't work because these will bump into your letters of your sentiment. So you need to start with your open lined set. So we're going to go with Night of Navy, and we're going to just fill in our areas that we have open here with flowers. What friend of yours wouldn't love a beautiful flower garden? Okay, so now we have fabulousness. And then we're going to take our inner stamp. And first we have to open our, yes, Barb, pretty flowers. That's going to bring us out of winter and into spring because that's what we all want. All right, so we're going to stamp off Balmy Blue, and then we're going to line these up. They do line up perfectly when you go in the right direction. Okay, so we're just lining up this flower with that flower, and we're putting that in there. And then we're going to stamp off here one more time, and we're going to line up this flower, so I can get my hand out of the way, and stamp that. And I just eyeballed this, and it's worked perfectly every time. So it's not one, you could use this apparatus to line it up, but I've been able to eyeball it every time. So now we have Sending Love to a Fabulous Friend. Now you can put this way, but also you could cut your card base differently and put it that way. So I'm actually gonna do mine this way this time. And we just need some dimensionals, which I have covered up. I got them out and all ready. And then probably crafted and threw stuff right on top of it. Oh, they fell on the ground, as happens. Okay, so we're gonna pop some dimensionals in here. And this is our cute little sentiment. Now, what can really finish this card off perfectly is some delicate gingham ribbon, because why not? And we're going to go right for more blue, which is Balmy Blue gingham ribbon. And this is a new ribbon from the spring catalog. I checked, and everything I'm using today is currently available. I will tell you that once that catalog went live last week, a lot of things have sold out. So you need to get on it. Don't delay on getting your new spring items so that you'll be ready to stamp in the spring. So we have Sending Love to a Fabulous Friend, okay? We love this. And you could stamp something inside. I'll show you, like on this one, I did the smaller sentiment in the inside. You're on my mind. There are simply no words for this. This is a stunning card. And then let me show you some other options you could make with the same stamp set. Okay, keep in mind, we have all this fabulous sentiments. I'm not going to make you watch me, but I'm just going to show you. We have Happy Birthday, Hooray. Okay, we have To a Fabulous Friend, You Can Do Anything. And then we have Thank You So Much. Okay, so you can take the same stamp set, stamp it a million different ways, stack, cut, and shuffle. I have to say that slowly. And you are going to make some fabulous projects to wow your friends and family. All right, let me show you a few more cards made with this Fragrant Layers stamp set. Here's a simpler version where you just have the stamps and the lined images in there. So cute, and it looks like we've got some cute die cuts that are from that bundle here. This is really working on the layers, and so there's a die cut that cuts out the inner part and then the outer part. So you can see that inner part has a really cute layer, and the outer part makes it really fabulous as well. And then we have one more where you've just simply stamped the inside flowers and the outside flowers with that Fragrant Layers set. Now, let me show you a couple of other new swaps. I've shown you a bunch of swaps on my catalog kickoff, okay? But I got a new box in, so make sure and go watch that catalog kickoff from last week, because I had 2 boxes of swaps. But I got another stack in yesterday. And these are all, I'm going to show you, all of these are in the online exclusives. So we have this cute little horse-themed set. I don't know if you can see that horse. He's so cute. We have an Easter set. We have a St. Patrick's Day set. And then there's a suite that's online that is already, the stamp set is already sold out. And obviously, it's extremely popular. So my tip for you when something is sold out is you go online and you look like you're shopping for it. And then it'll say, would you like an email notification when this comes back in stock? And you say yes. And then they will send you an email when that comes back, and you can just, oh, that is so cute. And you can just pop in and buy that. So that's just my little tip for the day when things are sold out. All right, so let's review all of the things that you need to know for today's video so you can make the most of your money. So we used the Fragrant Layers bundle, which is $54. We just used the stamp set part of it, but you should get the whole bundle as $54. When you spend $54, you're going to get a bonus day coupon for $5 to use in February. Then you should get the Beautifully Celebrated dies. They're $35. You could get the bundle. It's $53. Don't forget the Balmy Blue Gingham Ribbon, the True Blue Florals paper, and the Fabulous Saying stamp set are only $5 each with a $75 purchase. These items that are product of the month are while supplies last. So last I checked, the blue paper was still available, and the stamp set was still available. Here's one more card I've made with that stamp, with that gorgeous paper. So thanks for watching, guys, and I would love to be your demonstrator. And when you purchase with me, you will oftentimes get lots of fun free things in the mail. Next week is card class. So we're likely going to make this card in card class. I do think this is going to be a perfect card for card class. And we'll pick 2 other fun cards for you. All right, guys. Thanks for watching. Bye.